Okay, here's Glenn Frey's solo. Back to that bit, right? So, lovely solo. It seems to follow the chords quite a lot, which is really quite unusual, but in this case it's great, right? So how do you set it? It's in G. So if you're thinking of a scale pattern, it's almost based around a G major 5-note scale. That scale, right? Almost based around that. So first note is an E natural, and it's from a D bend. Now it's not, but it's also not somewhere in between. I would suggest the best way to catch that is to really spank it and give it the teeniest bits of vibrato. That's just an A note bent down to the G. Then, now that's as if, Glenn has started off playing a solo over G, and when the band has hit the C, he's decided to go. So that's A, C, bend the D. Then play 1 D, and then major minor, B flat B. Same again, go down a string. So that's B flat B G, coming off the high. That's G, F, F sharp D. And then this arpeggio. So you slide into the E, G, G, see? And there's a little bit of dubiety here because there's two solos going on at the same time. We'll get to that in a minute. But after Glenn played, you can hear this high G, but bear in mind Don Felder's playing a high G at this point. So I would say you can either go, or you can go. Next line. That arpeggio, by the way, is just E to G to C. Then slide into an A, then C, D, E. Then play off the very high G here, and just push that A up to B. And again, it's like we're starting playing over G, then we're playing over D. So we play a bend of an A to a B, and then bend the D to an E. So we've got that's a kind of breather. Just A and C. That's a really nice bit. So we get the A and the C, bend the D, and then bend the A. And then we reprise the B flat B G, and then we go right down to the, and we're into the, so the whole thing. we're back into the song. That's Glenn Frey's solo. So that would be great were it not for the fact that there's a double solo as well, so you've got to kind of learn that as well. Now if you're in a band with one guitar and you want to play Already Gone, if you've just got guitar, bass and drums, it's certainly doable. But you're going to have to play, you've got to play that bit. That was essential, right? But you're then going to have to jump to. Right, and then into the. Now in the vinyl release of On the Border, Don Felder was credited as late arrival, and I've always thought that means a solo. Now he did play incredible slide guitar on Good Day in Hell. But if you think of where Glenn Frey's solo sits in the song, that is after. Right, just there, here's what Don Felder plays. One, two, three, four. Jump an octave. Same again nearly. That solo maybe doesn't sound like much on its own, and I wouldn't suggest you play that in place of Glenn Frey's, but when you hear them both together, it's magnificent, and that's why you get that bit, and you can hear that G, which may be Don Felder's high G. So that's like one phrase almost. So we've got this. You play it there, you can play it. Right, you can give it a vibrato if you wish. But it's really a supporting part, so I think it's better to go. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, jump. And then the different bit. So this time, the last time you've got A bent to B, and this time it's getting a bit more intense, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, three, four. A little bit more intensity, and then and you can see it's kind of building in tension as it goes on. So you've got these two solos which, whilst not harmonised, sit on top of each other. So if you play in a two guitar band and you want to play Already Gone, I would suggest it's not mandatory, you know, it's not like a capital crime, but I would suggest you play those two bits and it will begin to sound like the record. You know, you've got Glenn's, and it's played like he is a country guy. Country's his background, but he's also, you know, Detroit. You know, he's got a bit of that going on as well. So you get this kind of blend in Glenn's solo, which is, you know, just fabulous bit of playing. And then you get the overdub of Don Felder doing that. So that's it. That's Already Gone. That's the intro. The main theme. The build up to the solo. And then the start of Glenn solo itself. The cherry on the cake, Don's. and then already gone.